Hi traders, Joseph here from EightCap. Today's video we're going to have a look at higher lows and lower highs. We're also later on in the video going to look at qualifying them after momentum breaks. So just to start off with, let's have a look at what is a lower high and what is a higher low. So having a look at the AUD USD on the 4 hour on the MetaTrader 4 platform, we can see at this point here the market made a higher high in this rally. It then declined and made a higher low at this point compared to this low here. By looking at the same point at this higher high, it then declined, rallied, and the new high was made here, and that is a lower high compared to this point. So normally when we're looking at lower highs and higher lows, we're looking for a lower high to signify a resumption in downward pressure, as we saw here. And when we're looking at a higher low, we're looking for a rally to continue higher after making a higher low, as we can see in this point here, and we had a rally higher. So that's the main point we'll be discussing in this video, with qualifying them at turns and momentum. So we will have a look at a few examples now. So having a look at the price in front of us, we can see just on the example that we discussed before about a lower high, we can see that we had a momentum higher, which was this trend. We're just holding the mouse on now. So we'll just draw a trend line in here. So we can see we had 1, 2, 3 higher lows before we had a break at this point, and the market moved lower. So after the market tested higher, we can see at this point we had a new lower high after the break in momentum. So we'll just mark that, and we can see this is yesterday's price action, yesterday and the day before's price action, followed by today's price action here. So we can see that the market went down. We did have a break in momentum at this point. So what we were looking for at the moment is a higher low. So we've got a good example of one that didn't work, because not everything will work every time in the markets and we're trading. And we can see here that we had our first lower low, and then we had a higher low. We had a rally on yesterday's rates hold by the RBA, and that was quickly quashed and turned around as the US dollar strengthened into last night's London session. It was that 4 hour candle here. And the market has once again formed support. That was today's GDP that beat expectations. And we can see that we have another momentum break forming at this point today. So what we'd be looking to see happen after these two momentum breaks is if we had another extension higher, a move down, and we formed a new higher low, there could be a good setup to potentially show that the market may make a new impulse higher. So we will have a quick look back at some previous examples. Sorry. I'm just going to delete these old lines. So I'm going to go back to a period where it was ranging, this period here. There's quite some very clear examples here. So we can see at this point here we had a move higher. So we had a rally up, a new higher low, a rally up, a new higher low, a new rally up, and then a break. So that momentum break then led down. We had a new rally higher, and we had a new higher low at this point with a new extension up, and then we put in a new lower high, and then the market broke momentum at this point here, and then we fell down to this point, and we then made two new lower highs and declined further down to this low, which was then tested and rejected, and we had a new impulse higher, breaking that downward momentum. And the pattern starts again. As you can see here, we had a new higher low, impulse higher, test down, and then we had a new higher low at this point, and we had an impulse up, and then we had another new momentum break at this point here. So this is a fast trend, it's a little bit different. So the market moved very rapidly down, and we did form a new lower high at this point, but it wasn't much of a lower high, but it was still valid on a break of support, and we made a new lower low. We had a counter rally, a new lower high, another decline, a new lower high, and then another decline down. So you can see that there is a pattern there. The main point that what you're trying to see is a change in momentum to sort of show, give it really significance that a new market move has occurred, and then you're looking for confirmation that that move is going to be sustained by either a higher low or a lower high. So I hope that made sense and was helpful, and if you do have any questions, feel free to get in contact with us, and we hope you enjoyed the video. Bye for now.